Hope's life settled into a rhythm that once would have seemed impossible. Mornings began with soft light spilling through the windows and the gentle clink of a food bowl being set down. She no longer flinched at the sound. She lifted her head slowly, stretched her long legs, and padded across the room with a calmness that still felt foreign to her. Sometimes she stopped, confused by her own peace, as if waiting for something terrible to interrupt it. But nothing did. She would eat, then follow the woman outside where the grass was cool and the sky wide. Birds hopped along the fence fearless. Squirrels darted across the trees. Hope watched them with curiosity, not panic. Life was no longer something to endure. It was something to experience. Yet healing is not a straight line. Some days, Hope woke up with shadows in her eyes. Some days, she would sit near the front door for hours, staring at it, waiting for something she couldn't name. Her tail would lie still, her ears would flatten. The woman never forced her away. She would sit nearby, quietly, reading or working, letting Hope choose when she was ready. One afternoon, a delivery truck backfired on the street. Hope exploded into motion. She ran through the house, crashing into walls, scrambling on the floor, searching for her puppies. She tried to wedge herself into corners, under tables, behind furniture. Her breathing turned ragged, her eyes were wild. The woman dropped everything and rushed to her. "I'm here, I'm here." Hope didn't hear her. She was back on the road. She was back in the rain. She was back watching taillights fade. The woman lay on the floor, blocking Hope's path, gently wrapping her arms around her shaking body. She didn't restrain her. She held her. Minutes passed, then more. Slowly, Hope's breathing softened. Her body loosened. She pressed her face into the woman's chest and let out a sound so broken it almost shattered the room. It was the sound of grief finally feeling safe enough to surface. From that day on, something changed between them. Hope began following the woman not out of fear, but out of choice. She brought her toys. She nudged her hand for affection. She rested her head on her lap. And one night, she did something that made the woman freeze in disbelief. Hope rolled onto her back, exposed, vulnerable, trusting. The woman covered her mouth, tears streaming down her face as she gently rubbed Hope's belly. "You're safe," she whispered, and Hope believed her. Months passed. Hope's fur grew thick and shiny. Her ribs disappeared under healthy muscle. Her eyes softened. She learned how to play. Really play. Running in circles, barking at nothing, tossing toys into the air and pouncing like a puppy herself. She learned how to be silly. She learned how to be free, but her past was not gone. One day, the woman took Hope to a school. A group of children sat on the grass, waiting. Hope froze. Her body stiffened. Too many voices, too much movement, too much unpredictability. The woman knelt beside her. "We can leave if you want." Hope trembled. Then a little girl in a wheelchair rolled forward. She didn't reach out. She didn't move fast. She just smiled. Hope stared. The girl softly held out her hand, palm up. Hope took one step, then another. She sniffed. She placed her nose into the girl's palm. The girl laughed. Hope blinked. Then she wagged just once. The children gasped. From that day on, Hope became something no one expected. A therapy dog. She visited hospitals, nursing homes, shelters. She sat beside people who cried. She laid her head on shaking knees. She let trembling hands bury themselves into her fur. And every time someone whispered, "She saved me," the woman would smile because they didn't know. Hope had already saved 5 lives once, including her own. One evening, the woman received a message. A family wanted to meet Hope. They had recently lost their dog and had heard about her story. The woman hesitated. Hope didn't like change. But she agreed. When the family arrived, Hope stood beside the woman, cautious but curious. A man knelt, not looking directly at her. A woman sat quietly. Their teenage son wiped his eyes. They didn't push. They just waited. The woman noticed Hope slowly leaning forward, sniffing, observing, thinking. Then She sat right in front of them. The man let out a shaky breath. "She chose us," he whispered. The woman felt her chest tighten. But then she felt Hope's paw gently touch her foot. Hope turned her head, looked up, not panicked, not afraid, just calm. Hope wasn't choosing them. She was choosing to show them love. She was still hers. Forever that night, Hope curled up at the woman's feet and sighed deeply. Not a guarded sigh, a content one. Years passed. Hope grew older. Her muzzle turned gray. Her steps slowed. But her heart remained strong. One evening, as the woman sat on the porch, Hope lay beside her, head resting on her lap. Fireflies danced in the dark. Hope looked up. Her eyes met the woman's, and in that look was everything: the road, the rain, the box, the cries, the rescue, the healing, the love. The woman stroked her head. "You were never meant to die out there," she whispered. Hope closed her eyes and slept peacefully, not guarding, not waiting, just resting, because once she had been thrown away, once she had been nothing, once she had been invisible, but now she was everything.